All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews to talk about The Handmaid's Tale Season 3, Episode 5. Already Episode 5. Man, when they dropped those 3 episodes, it's called Unknown Caller, so full spoilers if you have not seen this episode yet. Just real quickly, I want to thank everybody that's been sharing these videos and who's just found the channel or decided to subscribe finally. We're not quite where I want to be yet, as if you've seen episode 4's review and my video on making less content for popular videos, we're doing really good, and as long as we can keep this up, there shouldn't be any reason that I won't finish this season. But it has to keep, we have to keep going on a trajectory that's going up. And right now, again, as usual, like we kind of stalled out, and we're starting to see, like I'm noticing, you know, if people watch that video, people maybe aren't watching the channel and going away, and that's fine. That's kind of what this was, kind of the point of this, was to see who's really sticking around. But I do want to thank everybody that has been a part of this and is excited to keep this going, because I am, you know, but sometimes I guess you gotta, what is that? You gotta thin out the herd a little bit and see who the real people that want to be a part of this channel are. But let's not worry about that anymore. Also, the contest, I just got to compile the names and confirm subscribers, and then I will be announcing the winner of the Game of Thrones, the Handmaid's Tale contest that we had, where you could win one of the Blessed Be whatever for the thing you put on the back of your phone to hold on to it. What are those called? I almost said pot stickers. But whatever, if you know what I'm talking about, I'll be announcing that in the next day or so. But so episode 5, Unknown Caller. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up by the end of it, right? It's fucking but at first I want to talk about something that just has been bugging me a little bit, and that's, doesn't it just seem like June's just got a little too much freedom? Like, when I was watching the recap before the episode started, and just the way she's talking to the Waterfords and just being like, I don't know, she's allowed to just say way too much and feel like she's just kind of, I don't know, she's almost above the law in a way. Like, she's just allowed to just keep acting certain ways. And while it's fun to watch, it just doesn't seem logical, which is kind of like how I feel about the end of this, where I was like, she's going to get a reality check pretty soon, because it just feels like she's really pushing the limits of what they are allowing her to do. And June can get cocky. And it just felt like all this was just way too easy, her reconnecting the Waterfords and telling them, well, you should do this and you should do that. And I said, watch out for Serena. Because, you know, you're going to put it in her head that, you know, she can get more done. And this could really easily bite you in the ass, because if she gets the power, which is what she wanted in the first place, and you just gave it to her. So what's to stop her from just going, well, you know, I still believe what I believe, so thanks for helping me out, dum-dum. And we get the whole thing here. I love the people with these kind of delusional beliefs, that they really still just, they think that it's their kid. A rape baby. Well, okay, they think it's a rape baby, okay? We know that it was Nick and June's baby, but the fact that they just all the way just stick to their guns about who the parents are of these kids and everything, it just, so when Serena goes to Canada to see Luke, and she's my baby too, it's not just biology. And I just kept thinking, bitch. Like, I get it, okay? I had aunts, close aunts, things like that go, oh, you're like a kid, you're like my kid, or somebody that's like a close family friend that you grew up with. It's just like, oh, you're like my kid too, and it's like, yeah, I understand it goes beyond biology, but it's not supposed to go beyond delusion. Okay? You don't suddenly, if somebody kidnaps your kid, okay, and then you get it back, you don't suddenly start hanging out with the kidnapper because you feel sorry for them. Like, oh, I understand that it's not just biology, it's proximity too, right? Like, so, so Serena's tears and everything, it just like, or, when she's holding the baby and all that, and I'm like, show, you ain't fucking gonna make me feel anything for Serena, like as far as being a mother and a parent and feeling like your child's been taken away from you, okay? She's delusional. And all this and the great acting that Yvonne has been doing, we have to remember, okay? She's fucking delusional. She helped start a thing that has part of its basis in the fact that a bunch of white ladies couldn't give birth. And they see the rest of the world, the people that they look down on, the people that are having abortions, taking advantage of their wombs, just, not, respecting their bodies and all this and judging them and then deciding we're going to take them and use them for cattle. Yeah, that's a fucking leap that somebody made. And so you can't ever forget that that's what she still is. You can you can put her in different clothes and everything, and they may be trying to bait and switch us here, okay? Because the guy who looks like every guy that's like a 3-day-old stubble, TV Prince Charming dude that helps her, wants her to join up, because he does, man. He's a fine actor, but he just looks like about 1,000 other guys, which, hey, usually people say that about girls. So I'm being gender friend. I don't know what I'm saying. So anyway, they could be pulling a bait and switch where, she finds a phone that says, if you need me and all this, and that maybe Serena's playing a long game, right? That she has to completely appear to be, on the side of her husband and Gilead. And she can't tell June because, to be honest with you, do you really think June's trustworthy with certain kinds of information? I think that she isn't. I think that sometimes things to work, you have to keep things close to the chest. Now, they could be playing it like that. They could be playing it like that so that we're like, fuck Serena and all that, like we always do, and that we're going to have it revealed that she's, playing everybody, which would be predictable, in my opinion, because I've already figured it out otherwise, you know what I mean? But... or maybe everybody else is hoping that that's the way it's going to be. I'm not hoping that. I think that's what's going to happen. But I just still feel like they're trying to make Serena have this like redemptive arc that I've become fine with, but it has to be in service to her death. Her sacrificing herself for her delusion that she's Nicole Hawley's mom. And she wants to go down believing that, that's fine. Just as long as she goes down. I love Aunt Lydia when they take June into the studio, which, come on, you got to give it up to them. They're really leaning into it. They're just like, I mean, again, speaking to the power of their delusion, that they're taking over America. A hostile Civil War-esque force is done a lot of terrible things and now wants people to willingly give back a kid because it's just the decent thing to do. Just as decent as rape. So, we realize you guys might have a few problems with how we carry on some things down here, but could you still find it in your heart to give us back a rape baby? But it was probably stupid of them to go live, because come on. You can tell Aunt Lydia, like I said, the cool part is Aunt Lydia knowing she has to say this to June is like, don't even think about being clever, man. All right? We know how you work. You'll be waiting for an opportunity and you're going to pull some shit. So let's just knock it off before we even get started. I love that about Aunt Lydia. She just knows. But the thing is, you go live and here she is, like she's standing there staring daggers into the back of their heads and going like this and shit. It's like maybe they should have pre-recorded this message. That way they could clean it up a bit. I mean, I think it's funny because it tells me a little bit of like the incompetence maybe of their way that they do things a little bit. Because honestly, they should have known that it's like having a kid. Remember that old skit on Saturday Night Live with Chris Farley, like pretending to be like the mayor of New York's kid and he's all flopping all over in the background? That's what June was. That's what June was. And so it's like, okay, hey, we're going to record this. We're not going live because this one back here can't keep a straight face. But I mean, yeah, I mean, they want it to be powerful. And again, it's like they want us to feel like maybe, that Serena's turned on her and that they're using her as a prop and everything. Like, but if they really wanted to use her as a prop, wouldn't they just have her say, like close up, say, we want you to say, please bring back baby Nicole, to her rightful parents. And then really hammer it in. And then, I mean, this would really be even more justified, this look at the end. I kept waiting for Luke to die on that bridge. Like that he'd received the message and then get shot in the back of the head. Because, come on, he's listening to something that he got secretly from her. They obviously have spies there. He's all alone, secluded in a freaking walkway where there's nobody at. And I know that they were maybe saying that he wanted to be somewhere private, but I mean, honestly, this is the moment that you kill him. This is a kill scene going on. So I kept going, oh man, they're gonna pan left, and somebody's gonna be there to kill him. But no, they didn't do it. So I mean, in some ways, this show is predictable. In some ways, it isn't. Sometimes I don't mind a little predictability, but so when the unpredictable happens, it's even better. So I'm glad that he made it out. I shouldn't make it sound like I'm wishing Luke to die, because I don't. And I thought that him and Yvonne were fantastic together. Because I mean, she comes there. They come there with that idea in their brains that these people are just going to be polite. Like, you should already have a plan for a conversation that's going to have a lot of fuck yous in it. Okay, because nobody wants to hear your explanations. Nobody wants to hear all your bullshit. Okay, just come here to say what you say and blah blah blah. And man, I just got to say something else about Yvonne, because she's been without makeup in a lot of scenes, and man, when she puts her hair down, and she is a beautiful woman even without makeup. Like, wow, I don't know why that's important. It really isn't. It's just I'm blown away by how goddamn gorgeous she is. What was so special about that cloak? Was it just like a new, clean, like special uniform that they have a title for or something like that? Like head handmade or some crap like that? Because next week it looks like he's making more videos. I guess just like some of us YouTubers, all we need is a taste of it. And next thing you know, we've got over 700 videos. But hopefully he doesn't make that many. But I mean, he seems to be on some sort of spin tour to make things look, I don't know, like everything is kosher down there and everybody's maybe on board with this and it's their choices that they stay there and do this. I don't know, but oh yeah, and the girl that's had 3 kids and now is about to have a 4th. Maybe I was wrong about her not being an ally to June. Maybe what she's been having to do to survive has just made it like her harder, and that maybe this 4th kid will finally be the thing that makes her break and want to help. I don't know. Luke finding out who of Joseph was, that could be very important as well. So I don't know. I'm really, this was a good episode. I don't think it felt like a filler. I do feel like maybe we're getting bait and switched. I still feel like Serena could go either way, even though I think I think they're gonna try to lean towards a surprise, like, surprise, bitch, I was really on your side, like, kind of thing. But we'll see. Anyway, if you liked this review, which this was a good episode. It just god damn, man, I'm just so sick of I do want to see like an end on the horizon, so I hope that there's like one more season of this. I think I can't take another, like, I don't think I could take like 10 seasons of The Handmaid's Tale. So anyway, again, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Make sure to comment. Make sure to share the episode. Make sure to tell people about it. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We're really trying to get, you know, some growth for the channel as we go forward. Otherwise, this is Rob at Smirking Gun Reviews saying thanks for choosing to watch this video, and have a great day. Bye.